standing outside the door of love and mercy, wondering if there's a place for you. You know there's peace inside, yet still you search for someone who understands the pain you've been through. Well, the Father waits for you with open arms, and He's calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home, you are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. You'll find a place of rest in the arms of God. He would waited so long for your homecoming day. God knows the peace you need and the hurt you feel. He wants to hold you and wipe your tears away. Well, the door's unlocked, the lights are on. What are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home, you are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home, you are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Well, welcome everybody to Unity of Little Rock on this fine Sunday morning. I appreciate seeing you all here. I'm Bill Bennett. You may know me. I'm the entire music team this week. Hey! Welcome. And at this time, we'd like to have everybody get up and meet your neighbor. Great, greet him. Say welcome. And I'll come out. Okay, this is our sing-along song, and I can certainly use the help. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Aha. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Oh, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. no need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one.
Everyone. It's a great group. We're kind of waiting on this side more than on this side, so I don't know where to look. So I'm glad everyone's here this morning. Really, really glad everyone's here this morning. It's great to see you. And I want to begin this portion of the service by reading the absolute word from Paul Hasselbeck. This is it's based on the Unity Daily Word, which for today is rejoice. But it's looking at it from the perspective of affirmative prayer, and looking at it from a non-identity, if you will, or a non-separateness. I guess that'd be a good way of putting it. So he says, rejoice. I rejoice in unlimited possibilities. The Apostle Paul implores his followers in Philippi to rejoice in the Lord always. Metaphysically, this means rejoice in the activity of the spiritual I am as the ruling consciousness. It implores me to rejoice in my divine consciousness. I'm going to read that again. It implores me to rejoice in my divine consciousness. This shifts my focus from changing circumstance to the unchanging realm of infinite possibilities. The Apostle Paul also wrote this to the Philippians. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable. If there is any excellence and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. As I claim them, I increase them in consciousness by the law of mind action. As they increase in consciousness, they become easier to manifest. I rejoice in my timeless spiritual nature of unlimited possibilities. I rejoice in unlimited possibilities. I like that. I think we need to remember that as we're here this morning and we're thinking about the transition phase that our little community is going through. We have to remind ourselves there is unlimited possibilities. Today we're a few. It could just as easily be hundreds packing this auditorium, this sanctuary this morning. I want to remind everybody the Christ candle is lit, and that is to remind us of those infinite possibilities, of our Christ nature, of our true identity. We also have the prayer box. If you have any prayer requests, feel free to put them in the prayer box. They'll be prayed over here, and then we'll send them to Unity Village to be prayed over for another 30 days. And having said that, we're going to now invite you to close your eyes and just to relax. Take in a big, deep breath and have our opening prayer. Big breath in and blow it out. Another breath in and blow it out. And as you're there relaxing, I want you to concentrate on this thought. I am the presence of pure being. I am the presence of pure being. As a spiritual being, I am filled with unlimited possibilities. I know that we are all one, that we are all connected in our spiritual center. And yet out of this oneness comes our diverse individuality, our individual talents, and our individual abilities. I give thanks for the differences that exist between all of us, for the talents that we each bring forth and share, the light that we share and that we give so freely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
It's in every one of us. To be wise, find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us, by and by. It's in every one of us to be free. Find your heart, open your eyes, and see we can all have everything without ever knowing how. It's in every one of us, here and now. It's in every one of us, here and now.
We come now to this part of the service. We want to prepare our hearts and our minds, our spirit for the message of the morning. So again, I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And let's take some big, deep breaths in and out. And as you sit there, I want you to really be aware of your presence in the chair, on the pew there. Feel your weight in the seat. Feel your back against the back. Feel your feet on the floor, grounding you to the earth. And I want you to imagine power coming from the center of the earth, expanding out throughout the earth and coming up through your feet and through your legs, through your body, coming out through the top of your head and expanding out into the cosmos. Take a big, deep breath in and blow it out and feel that connection that you are to everything that exists. Feel the connection that you are with the cosmos, knowing that this cosmos was created for our existence and for our experience. Breath in and out. And as you think of this, think about all the experiences that you've had in your lifetime. Think about the perfection that exists in your lifetime. From the moment you were born, to the family you were born in, however it may seem to you today, however it may have seemed then, that you were brought to this family, you were brought to that point to express your divine nature, to develop your divine habits, to develop your divine gifts, your divine presence. And you think over your life and think of all the sorrows and the heartaches, the joy and the happiness, how it's all mixed together and how you've grown from each and every experience. And you begin to realize that truly indeed your life had been a spiritual existence. And as you think of that, as you become aware of that, you become aware of your spiritual connection to all that is. And you realize that your soul and the great world are one. Your soul and the great world One beautiful unit. And just like in the human body, we have different parts. We have fingers and toes and hands. We have a heart and lung and liver, and all of those parts perform different functions. But each of those parts is absolutely essential. And each of those parts is part of a greater whole, part of a greater unity, part of the greater perfection. And that's how we are. We each bring our own individual talents and abilities to help make this world a brighter place, a more loving place, a more caring place. Take in another big breath and blow it out and feel your connection to the earth and feel the connection to the cosmos and know that you are infinite in being. And say to yourself, I am the presence of pure being emanating the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I am the presence of pure being emanating the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. From that spot, we realize, know that you are the expression of God manifesting at the point of you. And as you express divine wisdom, all thought of mortal limitations have no power over you. You are the presence and power of divine love, bringing into manifestation your world according to divine law. And for this truth we give thanks. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Now come back to the moment. And at this time I'm going to introduce our speaker. We have a guest speaker this morning, or do we have another song? We have another song, and then Bill's going to introduce our speaker. So, thank you.
Turn page, okay. This was the song that I got to choose for the service. Randy chose most of the songs, but I got to choose this one. I've always liked this. We've done it a few times, but Tam always gets to sing it. So anyway. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. And if you ask me, who am I? I am wisdom, I am life. I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. And if you ask me, what am I? I am beauty, I am joy, I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. Wrong way. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks a thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks a thought. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
Whew. Good morning. I haven't given a talk here in 5 years, so it's been a little while. But I was really honored when they asked me to speak today. And they asked me to talk about my hopes and vision for the future here in Little Rock. So I named my talk, I'm a Dreamer, like the song Imagine. I'm a dreamer, and I'm not the only one. And I believe that being a dreamer means that we really have a command on our faculties of imagination and faith. And the dictionary describes a dreamer as being idealistic. And that's okay, I can accept that. Being idealistic means that I'm looking for the highest and best outcome in every situation in my life. And that I can call forth my best and highest self to create my best life. This place, our safe and loving home, needs us all to be dreamers. We need to collectively come together and create a vision for our future here. And we need to dream big and dream bold. We believe in that dream to make it manifest. So what we think about, we bring about. We've heard it a million times, but in this case, we need to dream it. So I invite you for a moment to just close your eyes. And I want you to picture this sanctuary being full. Every seat and every pew is full of people. And now I want you to take it a step further. How about standing room only, where people are standing in the back and along the sides of the sanctuary, and we're just bursting at the seams with people here. And then what about, maybe we need to knock out the wall here between the sanctuary and the community room. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just manifest this kind of growth here? So when we say we need to dream big, we need to open our hearts. We need to open our minds, and we need to expand our consciousness to attract all the infinite possibilities that are available to us here and now. The only limits are those that we put on ourselves. So we need to call forth our passion for this community, for Unity's teaching, and this place that provides us a place to gather together. This building is just a building without each and every one of us. It's nothing special until we put ourselves here and create that energy and that loving feeling where we support each other, encourage each other, and lift each other up during hard times. As Travis said, today's daily word is rejoice. I rejoice in unlimited possibilities. So the traditional daily word says, by recognizing and thinking about the positive, the lovely, the excellent, and the praiseworthy energies of my life, I claim them and increase them. I rejoice when I both feel and express the joy of eternal spirit. There's energy in the infinite good that brings all people together in consciousness. I keep my focus on positive energies, bringing them into greater expression in my life. I rejoice in unlimited possibilities. How timely is that message for us? It amazes me still to this day that when I look at Daily Word, it gives me exactly what I need for that day. And I think, how is this possible? That months ago they printed this book and they came up with the words for the days with the statement that today would be, I rejoice in unlimited possibilities. Spirit knows. Spirit guides the hands of all of us, and He sees the bigger picture. As many of you know, I'm a Unity baby born and bred, and it breaks my heart to think of there not being a Unity church here in Little Rock. In fact, I refuse to accept that. I won't. And so Unity has been my strength, my comfort, the rock that I stand on when something difficult comes along. In the good times too, but particularly when it's difficult, it's what I stand on, what is always there for me no matter what. And some things seem to be impossible to overcome. When we look around and see that there's just a few of us here, we think, how can we ever get there? Well, we've done it before, and we can do it again. I sometimes get what I call lazy in my faith, and I get complacent, and I can give myself 100 reasons not to be here, and I'm sure we all can do that. But it's not until we stand up and show up that collectively we can overcome insurmountable odds. And when I first came to Little Rock, I told myself, well, I don't really want to get involved, and I really don't want to help out. I just kind of want to go to church and come home. But you know, I missed out on all of the really special stuff, which is getting to know each one of you and sharing myself with you and you sharing yourself with me. That's when we get the really good stuff. And so I invite each one of you to pick something that you enjoy doing. Greeting at the door, making cookies, or, working in the office and folding bulletins just for some, a couple hours a week, once a month maybe. It's not that hard to do, and yet it makes light the work for all of us. So nobody has to go crazy and be here 24/7. Unity is the way I show up in the world. It's the foundation on which I stand as a human being. It's taught me that I am a child of God and that each one of us is a child of God, and that we're filled with that great power, the power to accomplish anything that I set my mind to, that I'm filled with love and faith, wisdom and judgment, the judgment that allows me to decide what no longer serves me, and the strength and courage, faith and imagination to create the life I want to live. It's a world of peace and harmony, community that is loving and supportive, thriving and generous. We are prosperous beyond measure, and prosperous in so many ways. Abundance of everything. Love and joy, happiness and community. It encompasses so much more than just financial, although financial is an important part of keeping this community going. My faith is unshakable. I just know that God is there for me, that I can call forth any of those powers within me to overcome any situation. It is that faith that even allows me to be standing here this morning, speaking to you on my own, no assistive devices. And while I don't want to dwell on these words or these conditions that I have experienced in the last few years, most of you know my story, but just in the past 5 years, I survived a car wreck with a big rig accident, and I had a stroke, and I had congestive heart failure, stage 4. And so to overcome those things was not just me, it was we. You all helped me through those difficulties. And you may not know that, but your strength and your encouragement and your support and your love helped me remain positive to know that I could get through those things. I didn't have to have a heart transplant. I have my own heart still. And I didn't even have to have surgery. I broke my back, and I didn't have to have surgery, but I'm walking. You know, who hits 2 walls on the freeway at 70 miles an hour and walks within a week? It's just faith. Faith in knowing that I can achieve anything I set my mind to. It's a very empowering feeling growing up as a child, knowing that you have the ability to create your life, to change your life, to change any set of circumstances that you might be encountering. It just lifts you up, and it doesn't make you feel like life is hopeless. When one is faced with challenges like the ones I've been through in the last 5 years, you begin to consider your legacy, what you're going to leave behind, what you want to be remembered for. So I got to thinking about this place. And what do we want to be remembered for? What do we want to leave as our legacy to this community and to our world? So I love that song, Imagine. I imagine all the world living as one. That has been my dream. That's been my mantra my entire life, and I still believe that one day it will be that way. I ask you to consider what you want your legacy to be, and our legacy. I'm not ready for the story to end here, and I don't think that any of you are either. I love this place, and I'm so grateful for the many experiences that I've had here. Unity is a faith that is to be experienced and not just talked about or preached about, telling you what rules you need to follow and how you should think and how you should feel. Unity is very individual, and we all have our own individual experiences. So I want to share a video with you that I saw this week while I was in Dallas. And if you could click that for me.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all
is
that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it all.
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart. Aligned in purpose, everything
All
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I get back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, but there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude
things that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
Could you guys go ahead and change the slider? Turn it off. So what I got from this video, this reminded me of when Beverly used to come see us, and she would always in her prayer, opening prayer or meditation say, we are to be a blessing and receive a blessing every day. And if we keep that mindset, we can change the world and change our circumstances, no matter how challenging they seem today. And I love just the way that the children are, everybody's smiling, and the joy and the love that they're sharing and support of each other is what we have here. The part of the song says, all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. It makes me think about how I can be that blessing every day. I would put this in my ears at night after the conference this week, and that's what I would go to sleep to. But it just reminds me how grateful I am for the many gifts I've received here, the blessings that each of you have given to me. And so I believe that we should all live in peace, all share the love, and be joyful. So how do we get there? And how do we manifest this vision? Well, the first step is to show up. And those of you who are here already completed that mission, so thank you for that. But seriously, we need each and every one of us to show up every week. And we need each one of us to participate. Ways great or small, we need every one of us to make a commitment to yourself and to the community to show up. So I want you to think back now, close your eyes again with me for just a moment, and think back on all the events that you have attended here at Unity. And pick a favorite memory. And if anybody would like to share that memory, please do so. I have several. I remember Puppy Sunday with all the kids up here, and Toreen and her box of puppies. And all the kids had puppies, and they were all wiggling and squiggly, and everybody in the congregation and the children were laughing and filled with such joy. And it was so nice to just have children here. The laughter that children share with us just brightens our mood and our spirit. And if you think of a more serious event, I love the candle lighting services here. They just are so spiritual and remind us what Christmas is all about. And it connects us all by lighting our candles one at a time around the room. And so there are just so many special memories. Anybody else want to share one? Well, we need to tap into the feelings that those memories create for us. And then we need to use those feelings to motivate us to create that energy here, to be joyful and positive and welcome each and every person that walks through those doors. We need to keep an open mind and an open heart. And we need to release our old ideas or vision of what we think it will look like when it's thriving. Because we need a clean slate to draw on to create our future church. We need to dare to dream. We need to take risks and try new things. And some will be uncomfortable, but they'll turn out amazing. And some of them may be so-so or make you go, I wonder. And then some of them may even be epic fails. But as we know, there's always tomorrow, and we can try a new way, a better way, next time. So not everything's going to make everybody happy. But as a family, we can support each other on our journey and celebrate each victory together. I was in Dallas this past week, and I was asked to share with you that we're not alone on a deserted island. We're not the only one out here all by ourselves, and that they are offering to be our sister church, to They're praying for us, they're tithing to us, and they've invited us down to come and join with them on a Sunday. They've even offered to rent vans to transport us down there so we can go as a group. They want to welcome us into their family and be part of our family. We can create whatever we want, whatever we desire. When we work together towards a common goal, anything is possible. And as I said, unity is to be experienced, not just learned through words on a page or from someone telling you how to think. We must remain grateful for our many blessings that we receive each and every day. Gratitude keeps our hearts open to give and to receive love and to experience all the wonders in our world. I want to leave you with a quote by Harriet Tubman. It says, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world." So I invite you to join me in being a dreamer. Shoot for the stars and be a dreamer. Dream big and dream bold. Thank you.
Get this problematic little device here. I was so afraid the microphone was going to fall out and make a terrible noise. I was watching that. This is a song that I just learned. Started learning it on Tuesday of this week. It's got a lot of words. But Sandy, she sent me a video link and I watched it and thought, wow, that's a great song. I need to learn that song. So I worked on it and we'll see how well I've learned it. May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. And may you take no effort in your being generous, for sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. And may you get to rest. May you catch your breath, and may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa, may the road that you follow be the road that you follow. Whoa, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break, and here's to the lives that you're gonna change, and here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times that we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. And here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress, having no possessions through immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it, each moment to the next. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa, And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break, and here's to the lives that you're gonna change, and here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it, and here's to the good times that we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass, and here's to the fact that I'll be sadder without you. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. Hey, one too many. Oh, I want you to have it all. All you can imagine, oh. No matter what your path is, if you believe, then anything can happen. So go, raise your glasses. Go, you can have it. Oh, I toast you, oh, here's to the heart that you're gonna break, and here's to the lives that you're gonna change, and here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times that we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. And here's to the fact that I'll be sadder without you. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. So here's to the good times that we're gonna have, and here's to you always making me laugh, and here's to the fact that I'll be sadder without you. I want you to have it all.
And if you'll join me in our offering statement, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Amen.
Okay, we have stuff coming up. Stuff that's up here and stuff that's not up here. Wednesday is a songwriters group meeting, which I will be hosting right here. At 6:30, I believe. Is it 6:30? 6:30. And then on the 13th, we have Women of Wisdom. And then we have a town hall meeting. Do not forget the town hall meeting, the 28th. Everyone should be here. Everyone you know should be here. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Potluck is canceled because of the town hall meeting. Everybody got that? Well, and on the 19th of October, Sounds of Unity, yes. You got another one?
Well, when you get done.
I'll finish, okay. This time, I don't know how many of you have been, but Sounds of Unity is always great. Tenpenny Gypsy is just absolutely wonderful. And they always have Tenpenny Gypsy followed by a special guest. The special guest will be Dustin Ashley Beam. I don't know how many of you have heard of him. I have never heard him, but I hear he is great. He's not like our ordinary guest. He does a wide variety of music. He's apparently got a very good set of pipes. They're really going to be good. Okay, Travis.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to, first of all, say I'm the 28th, so we're not going to have the potluck, but there will be a group of us, or me, anyway. Anybody wants to go, planning on going out to eat afterwards, so we can kind of, as a community, go out to eat somewhere. So even though we won't be having the potluck, you might want to plan on coming and going out to eat, and if there's a big crowd of us, maybe we can make some pre-arrangements for that. And also, I wanted to say that I am the prayer chaplain today, and I will be available if anyone here needs prayer support. I failed to mention that when I was up there earlier, so Anyway, if anybody needs prayer support, I'll be up here at the front after service.
Okay, it's time to circle up for our closing affirmations and song. And while we're doing that, I want to let you know that our speaker next week will be Jeannie McGee. And then the following week, Travis will be speaking. So please come and support each of them as they share their message for the week.
Great job.
Thank you. Okay. Let's take this together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is and all is well.